9. Unique qualities of older people who like to be alone. As we age, our perceptions of many things, including solitude, evolve. For some, being alone in their later years is a necessity they try to avoid, while for others, solitude becomes a prized gift, a refuge, and a space where they find the richness of life's quiet moments. Among older people who embrace being alone, there is a special kind of wisdom and tranquility forged through decades of life experiences that seems to make solitude not just a preference, but an intentional and cherished part of their daily existence. The key to understanding their unique qualities lies in exploring how these individuals find fulfillment and joy in their own company. While some may see this time alone as isolation, these individuals view it as an opportunity for reflection, growth, and renewal. Older people who appreciate solitude bring distinct characteristics to their lives, traits that others might admire or even wish to develop. Let's explore the unique qualities of older individuals who not only enjoy being alone, but thrive in it, with specific examples that illustrate how these qualities manifest in everyday life. 1. Deep curiosity and love for learning. One of the most notable traits of older people who enjoy solitude is their deep, unquenchable curiosity and love for learning. Many of them continue to explore new ideas, subjects, and skills well into their senior years. Their time alone offers them the chance to pursue these interests without distraction. For example, consider Jim, a retired engineer in his late 70s, who spends hours each day poring over science journals, brushing up on quantum physics, and reading about the latest breakthroughs in renewable energy. For him, learning isn't a chore, it's a joy. He speaks of how solitude has become a space for his mind to roam freely, dive deeply into new ideas, and engage with material that captivates him. The solitary nature of his learning allows him to focus fully, without the interruptions of the outside world, which he says would dilute his intellectual pursuits. Jim's experience isn't uncommon. Many older people who appreciate being alone find that their curiosity about the world is boundless. They seek out new knowledge in everything from history to the arts, and their love for learning gives their alone time purpose. Whether it's through books, documentaries, or self-study, their intellectual hunger keeps them engaged and mentally sharp well into old age. Solitude, for these individuals, becomes a gateway to deeper understanding and an ongoing journey of intellectual exploration. 2. Comfort in stillness. In a world that is perpetually busy, older individuals who enjoy solitude have mastered the art of finding comfort in stillness. While younger generations often equate stillness with boredom, older adults see it as a source of peace and clarity. With years of experience behind them, they've learned to appreciate the beauty of simply being present, rather than constantly rushing to do something. A perfect example of this comes from Margaret, an 82-year-old former school teacher. Each morning, Margaret makes herself a cup of tea and sits quietly by the window in her living room. She watches the sunlight slowly fill her garden and listens to the gentle rustling of leaves in the wind. There are no distractions, no television, no phone, no emails, just stillness. For Margaret, this time of quietude isn't about doing nothing. It's a moment to reconnect with herself, to feel grounded, and to start her day with a sense of peace. Older people like Margaret have learned that stillness doesn't mean inactivity. It's a powerful state of being where they can find clarity and calm in a world that often feels chaotic. For those who enjoy solitude, stillness is a gift, an opportunity to reflect, recharge, and find inner peace. They no longer need constant stimulation to feel fulfilled. Instead, they find contentment in the simplicity of the present moment. 3. Strong connection to nature. A deep and abiding connection to nature is another quality that defines many older individuals who cherish solitude. As people age, they often find themselves drawn to the natural world in a more profound way. Nature becomes not just a setting, but a sanctuary, a place where they can reflect, find solace, and feel connected to something larger than themselves. For instance, Linda, a 70-year-old retired nurse, spends much of her time tending to her garden. But for her, gardening isn't merely a hobby, it's a spiritual practice. Each morning, Linda walks among her flowers and plants, feeling the earth beneath her feet, watching the growth of each plant with a sense of wonder and care. She talks about how her time in the garden brings her peace and reminds her of the cycles of life: growth, decay, and rebirth. Nature, for her, offers comfort in its predictability and beauty. Older people like Linda often speak of their connection to nature as something meditative. Whether through gardening, hiking, birdwatching, or simply sitting quietly in a park, they find renewal and peace in the natural world. Nature becomes a silent companion that offers them a sense of belonging, reflection, and inspiration. For those who enjoy solitude, time spent in nature is often their most cherished time alone. 4. Selective social interactions. As people age, they tend to become more selective about their social interactions. This doesn't mean that they don't value relationships. In fact, they often cherish them more deeply than ever before. However, older individuals who enjoy solitude have learned the importance of quality over quantity when it comes to socializing. They no longer feel the need to maintain large social circles or engage in every social event. Instead, they choose their interactions carefully, prioritizing meaningful relationships and connections with people who understand and respect their need for alone time. Take the example of Jack, a 78-year-old retired architect. Over the years, Jack has gradually reduced his social circle, letting go of acquaintances who no longer bring positivity or value to his life. Today, he maintains a small group of close friends with whom he shares deep, meaningful connections. Rather than spreading himself thin across numerous social commitments, Jack focuses on nurturing these few relationships that truly matter to him. This selective approach allows him to enjoy the benefits of companionship without feeling overwhelmed by too many social obligations. For many older individuals, being selective about social interactions is a way to balance the need for connection with the desire for solitude. They have learned to appreciate the value of solitude and how it enhances their ability to be present and engaged when they do choose to socialize. This careful curation of relationships allows them to invest in the people who matter most while still honoring their need for alone time. 5. Contentment with simplicity. Older individuals who enjoy solitude often develop a profound appreciation for simplicity. Having lived through the complexities and chaos of life, they've learned to strip away the unnecessary and focus on what truly brings them joy and contentment. Whether it's through a minimalist lifestyle, a simplified routine, or a focus on simple pleasures, they find happiness in the essentials. One striking example of this is George, a 75-year-old retired dentist who has embraced a minimalist lifestyle in his later years. After retiring, George downsized from a large suburban home to a small, cozy cottage by the lake. He no longer feels the need to accumulate material possessions or engage in the hustle and bustle of daily life. Instead, he finds contentment in the simple pleasures, cooking a meal from scratch, taking long walks along the lakeshore, and reading his favorite novels. George speaks often about how this simplicity has brought him a sense of freedom and lightness that he hadn't experienced in his younger years. For older individuals like George, simplicity is more than just a lifestyle choice. It's a way of finding peace and fulfillment. They have learned that happiness doesn't come from external sources or material wealth, but from within. By focusing on what truly matters, they can live more intentionally and with greater satisfaction. 6. Self-reliance and practical wisdom. With age comes not only wisdom, but also a sense of self-reliance. Older individuals who enjoy solitude tend to be highly self-sufficient, having learned over the years to trust their instincts and navigate life's challenges on their own. This self-reliance isn't about refusing help when needed. Rather, it's about the confidence and capability to take care of themselves when possible. Consider the example of Rose, an 82-year-old widow, who after her husband's death decided to learn how to fix things around the house. Instead of relying on others for repairs, she took up basic carpentry and home maintenance skills. Today, Rose can repair broken furniture, install shelves, and even do minor plumbing work. For her, this newfound self-reliance is both practical and empowering. It gives her a sense of control over her environment and a deep sense of accomplishment. This practical wisdom extends beyond just fixing things. Many older individuals who enjoy solitude have developed a wealth of life knowledge, honed through years of experience. They know how to handle life's challenges with grace and resourcefulness, and their self-reliance allows them to maintain their independence and autonomy, even in their later years. 7. Appreciation for solitude as a source of renewal. For older individuals who cherish solitude, time alone is more than just a preference. It's a vital source of renewal. Solitude offers them the opportunity to recharge, reflect, and reconnect with themselves. This time, away from the noise and demands of the outside world, is essential for their mental and emotional well-being. One powerful example of this is Emily, a 68-year-old artist who retreats to her cabin in the mountains for a week every few months. During these retreats, Emily disconnects from the world. No phone calls, no emails, no social media. She spends her time painting, hiking, and simply being alone with her thoughts. For her, these solitary retreats are a way to reset and find clarity. When she returns to her daily life, she feels more centered, more creative, and more at peace. For many older individuals, solitude isn't something to be feared or avoided. It's something to be embraced for its restorative power. It's in these moments of quiet reflection that they can process their thoughts, heal from life's challenges, and emerge with renewed energy and perspective. 8. Calm acceptance of life's impermanence. One of the most profound qualities of older individuals who enjoy solitude is their calm acceptance of life's impermanence. Having lived through many of life's ups and downs, they've come to understand that change, loss, and the passage of time are inevitable. Rather than resisting these realities, they've learned to embrace them with grace and peace. Bill, a 79-year-old retired firefighter, often reflects on the many changes he's experienced in his life: the loss of loved ones, the end of his career, the physical changes that come with aging. Instead of feeling sorrow or regret, Bill finds comfort in these reflections. He talks about how each chapter of his life has shaped him into the person he is today, and he finds peace in the knowledge that everything is temporary. For Bill, solitude is a time to quietly reflect on the past while finding contentment in the present. Older individuals who embrace solitude often use their alone time to come to terms with life's impermanence. This acceptance allows them to approach life with a sense of calm and equanimity, knowing that each moment is precious and fleeting. 9. Thoughtful approach to decision-making. One of the final qualities that sets older individuals who enjoy solitude apart is their thoughtful and deliberate approach to decision-making. With years of experience behind them, they've learned the value of taking their time to reflect on important decisions, weighing the pros and cons, and considering the potential impact of their choices. For example, Susan, a 72-year-old retired businesswoman, has developed a habit of taking long walks whenever she faces a difficult decision. Whether it's something as significant as deciding where to live in retirement, or as simple as choosing a new hobby, Susan takes her time to think things through. She often journals her thoughts or talks them over with a trusted friend, but most importantly, she spends time alone, reflecting on what feels right for her. This thoughtful approach ensures that her decisions are well considered and align with her values. Older individuals who enjoy solitude have learned that rushing into decisions often leads to unnecessary complications. By taking their time, they can make choices that are more intentional and fulfilling. Their alone time becomes a space for careful reflection, allowing them to tap into their inner wisdom and make decisions that bring them peace. Older individuals who cherish their solitude embody a wide range of admirable qualities. From their insatiable curiosity and appreciation for stillness to their strong self-reliance and thoughtful decision-making, these traits are a reflection of the wisdom and experiences they've gained throughout their lives. Solitude offers them a unique space to grow, heal, and find fulfillment in ways that are deeply personal and meaningful. For those who may feel uncertain about spending more time alone, it's important to remember that solitude can be one of life's greatest gifts. It's a chance to connect with oneself, explore new ideas, and find peace in the present moment. By embracing solitude, we can discover that being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means finding a deeper connection to the world around us and ultimately to ourselves.